guys, it's Miss Lambert here, and I'm going to read you a story today. It is called The Three Little Pigs. It's written and illustrated by Mia Matosco. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs who lived in a cozy cottage on the hill. They loved to eat all the delicious food their mother made them every day. They ate so much that it wasn't long before the three pigs had grown so big that there was no room for them in the cozy cottage anymore. "I'm sorry," said their mother, "but it's time for you to find your own way in the world." So, the very next day, the three little pigs left home. "Don't forget to watch out for the big bad wolf," called their mother as she waved goodbye. "He'll eat you for supper, so you'll need a big, fine, strong house as quickly as you can to keep him away." "Don't worry, Ma," they oinked. "We can look after ourselves." And the three pigs trotted down the hill, each taking a different path. It wasn't long before the first little pig met a farmer, pulling a cart filled with straw. "Please, may I buy some straw to build a house?" asked the little pig. "Of course," replied the farmer, "but a straw house won't be very strong." But the little pig didn't listen. Soon he was busy stocking the bundles of straw for his new house. In no time at all, the house of straw was finished, but the little pig went inside for a nap. He had just shut his eyes when there was a knock at the door. It was the big bad wolf, and he was hungry. Little pig, let me in," growled the wolf. "No," cried the little pig, "not by the hair on my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," laughed the wolf, and that's what he did. Huff, puff, whoosh. Meanwhile, the second little pig was walking along the road when he saw a woodcutter picking up some sticks. "Please, may I have some of those sticks?" he asked politely. "I want to build a house." "Of course," answered the woodcutter, "but a house made of sticks will soon fall down." But the second little pig didn't listen. He was much too busy planning his new stick home. Soon the house was finished, and the little pig had just sat down to rest when there was a knock at the door. It was the big bad wolf. He was hungrier now. Little pig, let me in," he growled. "No way, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin," cried the second little pig. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," cried the wolf, and that's exactly what he did. Huff, puff, whoosh. Meanwhile, the third little pig had met a builder. "Please, may I buy some of your bricks to build my house?" he asked. "Of course," replied the builder. "A fine, strong house of bricks will last forever." The third little pig took the builder's advice. He would build the strongest house in the land. Finally, after a hard day's work, the house was finished. It had 4 strong walls of brick, a tiled roof, and sturdy wooden doors, and a large fireplace with a chimney. The third little pig had just put a pot of turnips on the fire to boil when he saw his brothers running down the road, closely followed by the big bad wolf. "Quick!" cried the third little pig. "Hide in here." The wolf, who was hungry by now, banged on the sturdy front door. Little pigs, let me in," he growled. His tummy was rumbling very loudly with hunger. "No way, not by the hairs on our chinny chin chin," cried the three little pigs. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he puffed and he huffed, but the brick house stood firm. The wolf was furious. He climbed on top of the roof and shouted down the chimney, "If I can't blow your house down, I'll come down this chimney and gobble you up." Oh no. The big bad wolf jumped and landed with a huge splash in a pot of turnips boiling on the fire below. Yow! He leaped with a scream and ran out of the house, never to be seen again. And the 3 little pigs lived happily ever after in a house made of bricks. The end. So, the big bad wolf got what he deserved for messing with those sweet little pigs. So I do have a few activities I want to share with anyone that has children at home. They'd be a great writing activity, and then I have a sequencing activity. I've got a couple little writing activities here. The first one says, what is something you have worked hard for to do just like the 3rd pig? You could tell a story about it. It says, how do you think the 3rd pig felt when he knew his hard work had paid off? Because he built the firmest house. What would you use to build if your house was like the pigs to keep you safe from the wolf? Think about some things that you'd build a house out of. Sticks and straws, probably not a great idea. And I love this one. Tell me how you would trick the wolf. Maybe some of you can put that in the comments. And lastly, I have a sequencing activity that you can use. It has pictures at the bottom. And you put them in order from what happened in the beginning, the middle, and the end. And I'll put a link to these as well. I hope you enjoyed my book. And these 3 piglets are super tired and hungry. And so we're going to go find something to eat. Bye, friends.